If you're a fan of all things chocolate, then my dark chocolate bundt cake is a must-try. Indulge in the heavenly chocolate experience with this easy-to-follow recipe that's moist and decadent. Plus, it has a beautiful texture like a pound cake. It is a chocolate lover's dream come true. Hi, I'm Lori from Foodie with a Freezer, and this recipe is incredibly simple to mix up. It starts with a cake mix and just a few ordinary ingredients. And don't forget the dark chocolate ganache topping. It's the perfect finishing touch that will have you drooling with every bite. Plus, you can freeze this, so when you have a chocolate attack, you're ready to go. So what are you waiting for? Grab your apron and let's start baking. You're going to need a Devil's Food chocolate cake mix, instant chocolate pudding, water, vegetable oil, 4 eggs, dark chocolate chips, and either whipping cream or half and half for the ganache. Start the oven preheating while you're mixing the batter. Also get your cake pan ready. I've sprayed my bundt pan with a little bit of nonstick cooking spray. To mix the batter, what you want to do when you're using a mixer with some wet and dry ingredients is add a little bit of the wet ingredients first and then layer in the dry ingredients. That way, once it's all mixed, you don't end up with a dry pocket at the bottom of flour or cake mix or whatever that doesn't get blended in. Once this is all mixed together, and don't mix the chocolate chips yet, once it's all mixed together, it should take about 2 minutes. At that point, you're going to stir in 1/2 of the bag of chocolate chips, and you're going to save the other half of the bag for the ganache. Bake in the middle of your oven at 350 for 50 to 55 minutes. Do not overbake this cake. At the end of the baking time, a toothpick inserted in it will not come out clean, but that's okay. The cake has finished baking and it looks delicious. We've let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes, so now is the moment of truth when we're going to invert it onto the cooling rack to cool completely. I usually take my plastic knife and just go a little bit around the center to make sure that nothing is sticking. So let's see how we came out here. Absolutely perfect. And that's why I love my Williams-Sonoma bundt pan. It always does a great job. I've had over 50 years of baking experience and I enjoy sharing with you what I've learned. So be sure and hit the subscribe button while I will share lots of dessert ideas with you. The cake has cooled completely, so we're ready for the ganache. This cake is delicious without it, but if you have a total chocoholic in your life, you're going to want to be sure and include the ganache. Add the cream to a small microwave bowl and then also add the other half bag of dark chocolate chips. Microwave on low for about 20-second increments until it's a drizzle consistency. The ganache looks delicious. I ended up adding an extra tablespoon of whipping cream in it just to get it the right consistency I wanted. Here's a tip for when you're making a cake on a stand like this to keep the drizzles or glaze from ending up on your cake plate. Put some little rectangles of wax paper on there, and then once you're finished drizzling, you can just pull these out. They'll have a little drizzle on it, but you can eat that yourself because you're the baker, right? So what I like to do is just kind of drizzle some, start putting it on here. It'll work its way down in the little crevices and it'll end up looking fabulous. Doesn't this look pretty? It's so decadently rich and dark chocolatey. If you want to garnish it, you could use pecans, either whole or chopped. You could use chocolate chips, chocolate curls. You could put some strawberries in the middle of it, serve it with a little sliced strawberry fan on the side. It'd be very gorgeous and it's so delicious. I always freeze individual pieces of this so that we're ready for a chocolate fix whenever one strikes. Wrap each slice in plastic wrap and then put all of those in a zip top freezer bag. Theoretically, it will keep for several months in your freezer, but I can tell you realistically, it will not last that long. You can warm a piece up in the microwave with a cold glass of milk. Oh my goodness, it is heavenly. If you like bundt cakes, check out also my recipe for a key lime bundt cake. It's perfect blend, it's sweet, it's tart, it's gorgeous, and I'll show you how to do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.